Colin, are the Warriors and the Cavs ruining the playoffs?
Ruining. You know who's ruining it? Milwaukee, Utah. We've been begging for a rivalry since Magic and the Lakers. We want rivalries. This is what we want. I wanted to see Utah and Jordan meet each other again because they gave them so much trouble. Sports is about rivalries. We have one. Why are we complaining about it?
No. Have you checked the calendar?
Yeah.
It's early May. You're talking about the rivalry in June.
Right.
Right now, we're all bored stiff, and these super teams ruined the regular season, made it irrelevant,
all right.
And now they're ruining the early rounds of the playoffs.
When's the last time you were you don't go to bars, but you were at a sports book, and you sat with a guy at a sports book and said, remember 30 years ago? The year that anybody could have won it? You've never had that conversation. This is history.
I still remember Dikembe Mutombo laying on the ground, shaking the ball.
Folks, this is what we'll talk about in 30 years. Why are we complaining about it?
I don't know why we're complaining either, because you mentioned Magic teams. In the 80s, they owned the West. I mean, maybe once or twice they didn't go to the finals. 9 times they went to the finals. But we talk about that as being the golden era of basketball and how they saved it. Right now, you're looking at teams, and then Magic, Michael Jordan. We talk about Michael Jordan and what he did. He could have won 8 in a row if not being sent to minor league baseball for gambling. And we all know that's why he went there. It had nothing to do with him wanting to retire.
But he had battles with Reggie Miller.
Overstated.
It's overstated.
Those are overstated.
Why can't we just say the reason that these two teams are sweeping people right now because with today's rules, they're just better?
Way
better. They could be all-time
way
teams.
better.
I think what's ruining these, I don't even want to use a ruin word, but what's making these playoffs tough are the blowouts. 15 of the 16 games in the second round have been blowouts. That's the problem. I'm interested in San Antonio, Houston. Even though I know neither one of them is going to the finals, I'm interested, but I want some close games. It's a close series, but I want some close games. Memphis, San Antonio was a great series, even though I know neither one of them is reaching the finals. So I actually think it's great because, again, you've got close series for the diehards, and then you've got these two juggernauts on their way to a collision course in the finals. This is going to be Mayweather-Pacquiao in their primes.
By the way,
The
the NFL is king because it extends its brand. The season ends, then we talk combine, draft, free agency. It extends the brand. Baseball doesn't, hockey doesn't, soccer doesn't. Basketball is the other sport beyond the NBA that it extends its brand. If LeBron beats the Warriors, we're going to talk about that for 8 weeks until Dallas opens the season. If the Warriors beat the Cavs, we're going to complain they're too good, and it's fundamentally hurt the league for 8 weeks.
Why do you keep moving to June? It's May 9th, according to my calendar.
Bottom line.
And you're bored, he's bored, you're bored.
No, I'm not.
Barkley's
This
bored.
is the thing. This is not new. Remember Shaq and Kobe's three-peat?
Yes.
They beat Indiana, which was decent. New Jersey and Philadelphia in the finals.
Going on
they
in
rallied
both
those
conferences.
weak teams.
Both
But the East was terrible
By
at
the way,
that point.
the Big
New Jersey
Ten
was winning the East.
Okay, want to make a bet that Ohio State's going to win the Big Ten? Are you bored with it? We like dominance. That's why I go to Starbucks. When I drive into Starbucks at 6 in the morning and I need my coffee buzz, I know you don't like any drugs, but I like my caffeine. When I'm pulling into Starbucks, I know that Starbucks is hurting mom and pop coffee places. But damn it, I need my buzz, and they're on the corner, and on that corner, and on that corner. I'm comfortable with dominance. What's right?
I'm comfortable with dominance, but we got it going on both sides of the deal.
Because maybe they're just that much better all the time. And be glad that you have those, because we would, to Colin's point, we would be talking about if the Warriors or the Cavs didn't make it. If one of those teams didn't make it, we'd all be upset to not see that series.
But Jason, people will look back at this series and this rivalry like Magic and Bird. There is no question about it.
Listen,
that's how they're going to look back at it.
Come June. But right now, the conversation about what's going on in May.
Wall versus Isaiah Thomas doesn't excite you?
It does. I do like that series. And again, I like the San Antonio-Houston series. But to see Golden State cheat its way to being a super-duper team. With Kevin Durant. And to see LeBron James jump from team to team to team, chasing titles.
You sound like a bitter Pacers fan.
It's unbecoming.